someone started already.
Wow.
No. Someone in the chat just said they're AFK. I was like, it's one shot quali? You better not be AFK. Yeah, Jetchu's out. Why did he do that? Is he not paying attention to what we were doing today? Anyway, welcome back, everyone. Pre-season testing again. Arbega here, joined by GP Colin. We're in France today. We're going to run the one-shot sprint and a 50% race tonight, so a little more racing action. Spot up triples sitting in the middle of the field right now, kind of sitting in 8th place. See if we can get to one of the guys near the front here. See if we can ride on board with Grim for a moment, see what he can do. Sitting 2nd currently. Assists are off.
What the heck is going on here with my system? What was that, Bigger?
I don't know. They restricted assists? I wasn't supposed to do that.
Oops. Excuse me. And so we got Rockstar with a 1:31.7. Geez, 4/10, nearly half a second.
I don't think this is going to count. We're going to be...
Start over?
Yeah, we're definitely starting over. They can't restrict the assists when nobody knew.
Okay, cool. No, I was gonna ask if we could.
No. No, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that when we actually start the season. That's the whole point. And right now, we're just trying to get guys out here to get some racing in.
Yeah.
It's not a sweat contest at this point.
So I'll...
Sam comes in. We have to restart the lobby. Yeah, no, we know, Sam. We told you that.
I'm going to tell them not to ready up so quickly, I guess.
Yeah. I already said it. You're good.
Okay.
Anyways, I guess we'll just.
I
guess we'll just talk. I mean, we might as well just do that while we wait, right? I'm not gonna end the stream and start it again. It's pre-season testing. All right, what are we talking about? All right, so we're scrapping the names. We're scrapping the names. The guys don't. They don't really see the benefit, so we're just gonna stick with our tier numbers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, I kind of wanted to freshen things up, switch it up a bit. But...
I really liked it. I really thought that was that was a good idea.
I agree.
However,
okay, I was P4. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. It was rigged. It's completely unfair.
Damn.
Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go AFK when we're doing a sprint weekend. Yeah, everybody's got to go, yeah.
Yeah, dumbass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're probably, like... Oh, Adri. Out of nowhere.
Whew. Boy, it didn't take long for that, my wonderful beverage to calm my my senses a little bit.
Did we get new
Given
invites
all
yet?
I did not get one.
No, I didn't either. I don't know. I'm surprised he doesn't have it saved. He's hosted a few times. He should have the settings saved, you'd think.
But isn't this one modified to some degree? I mean, you got
no, but
it's not usually.
I mean, even that though, you just go in and change like one or two things, right?
See what happens? We take fucking 3 weeks off. Everybody's starting over. I know that's how I feel. Yeah, so I was going to say, all this heat and humidity, I can't drink enough water. And went out for a walk with my wife about an hour and a half ago. Got back, drank more water, took a shower, came down, started sipping on my little glass here. And we haven't started the race yet, and I'm like, okay, I feel good. I'm calm. You know, it's like one of those days. You work hard all day long. You get out of your truck after working all day. If you were to take a glass of wine right after work, drink a glass of wine, it'd probably go right to your head, right?
I stay pretty hydrated, honestly. I mean, right away, yeah, but like I wouldn't do that. I usually get a shower in and something to eat, some water, and then
no,
a couple,
but I mean,
a glass or two.
As an example, though, I'm sure you have in the past.
Probably, yeah.
And so,
just beating myself up or something.
Got the invite from Damn Sam. You know, I didn't realize until talking with Sam that he's been here pretty much since season 1 as well. Not me, but as well as you guys. Did he always have? I know he changed his name from something Sam to Damn Sam.
Yeah.
Like 3 seasons ago. What was it before? Was it always something Sam?
It's like Sam 226 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I remember it being. Just make sure you hit spectator when you get in there.
Oh shoot! Stream. All my viewers on YouTube. Always looking for content. Well, here you go. Oop. Spectate. Excuse me. Is Sam hardwired his connection? Do you know?
I believe so, yeah. Looks like we're starting again.
Guys are readying up. 6 of 15, 8 of 15. Yep.
Didn't we have more before, didn't we? No, I guess we had 15, eh? Alright. Is that Rex trying to get in here last second?
I don't know. I don't see it. You mean on the Discord?
Yeah, it looks like Rex is trying to get in.
Oh, we gotta let him in.
I don't think I have him.
I think I do. Jesus. Let's see if I can invite him real quick.
No, I do have him actually. So let's say
Okay.
I have his real name for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, you guys are besties?
No, I don't know why. I must have just spammed yes or something without realizing what he sent. I usually just say no to those because I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
No offense, Rex, but I don't really care what your real name is.
Were you able to send him the invite?
I sent him an invite, yeah. I don't think I'll make it in for quality, though.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. He can start at the back of the field. He should.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fun for us, actually.
Goddamn, too fast.
Yeah.
Great guy, though. one Friday night after beer league, sat around chatting with him for a while. A gun enthusiast. Showed me some videos. Really cool. Down to earth guy. As is a lot of the guys in this ZOR league.
Yes, and did someone spam ready the second we got in there again? I really wish I could see who it was because I'd really like to give them grief. I've said 8 times.
10-second penalty.
It's just so, like, where are you going? Like, you got somewhere to be tonight? Jesus Christ, man! Can you give people 30 seconds?
To give some of these guys the benefit of the doubt.
I'm sorry, but I'm going off.
Force of habit for a lot of these guys. They just run right through everything and boom, they want to start, not thinking. There we go. Rex has joined. Man, it's hard to follow.
Yeah, it's a little wacky in the first couple corners.
Yeah.
Now I know. The guy right now.
So I was wondering why, when I would switch to a different driver, there was black screen and it would come back. It's because it's the way it's set up. Because it's... Okay. I'll ride on board with Fusions.
Yeah, I just got there as well. Right up at the front. Rockstar's putting it... Oh, it's very deep, though. 2 guys have retired, so that's odd.
This one can be very difficult. Look, well, it can really catch you.
He got away with that one.
It's so inviting to really... Oh, that he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't get away with that. Let's get to High Tower, just about to finish the final corner. Riding in that Williams. Nice car this year, it looks nice anyway. Adrian pole, Rockstar second, Soy third, Hightower fourth, Lunar's fifth, Spot Up 666, Jetju seventh, Sam eighth, Grim I think was ninth, Silent disqualified. So heading to the sprint now. I'm surprised more guys don't vote for the sprint like every time you run one of these, because it's more racing, and really, what are you here for?
Yeah.
You here to do quality laps? I'm not.
Rather than spend 18 minutes doing qualifying laps, why not do just what you just said? Run one quali and then do a sprint race.
I agree.
I'm surprised that it's only, what'd you say, 3 or 4 races scheduled that way for the season?
We had 3. We decided on 3. I think originally they said 2, and I was like, I think we should do 3 at least. Because we're doing 18 races, so 3 out of 18 is pretty fair. I think 5 out of 18 is almost too many.
Is it possible to, squish them towards the front, or, load them towards the front half of the season, and if everybody really likes it, you can expand upon it for the second half of the season?
I don't know. I don't think we want to do more than 3.
Okay.
Because I think qualifying is important to the championship season, and I don't think we want to take away those 18-minute qualifying sessions too often, right? Because really, you're only getting that one shot. It's kind of a cheap qualifying. It's not really like legitimate qualifying, because we're trying to keep in that same time frame we've had, where everybody's we're done the race around 9:30, like an hour and a half time frame. So I think if you start doing 5 of them, now that's 5, some guys are very good at qualifying, and that's what puts them in better spots in the championship. And if you take away 5 of the full qualifyings now, instead of just 3, starts to disadvantage them more if they're maybe someone who struggles with race pace a bit. So, it's not really, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I think 3 is kind of a good way to start, and then maybe next season we look at more. I think they're planning to do more next year in F1, though. They said they're going to do 5 of them next season, I think, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's totally fine with me. I'm just curious, the thinking behind it, and
We have safety. We have formation lap on. Okay, I thought we were gonna run with that off, but it's fine. It's not gonna break the game.
Yeah, yesterday, yesterday we were surprised that it wasn't on. I mean that, yeah, we didn't have the safety car, and Jesus, GP, wake up. Formation lap, and
Right.
now we do.
I think it's a necessary portion, but if it is causing a desync problem, then it's absolutely worth skipping. You know.
Well, it'd be nice to have maybe some evidence, you know, guys showing their point of view as to what they did, what happened, and why they were DQ'd, or whatever. You know, get some context into what's going on.
I don't think it's DQ though. I think it's desync. Like I think something about loading into it, because you know when you go to the race, it's like a new session or something.
Yep, yep.
I think that maybe like the jump between the formation lap to the race might be the issue.
Okay.
So I'm not entirely sure. I haven't looked into it. I tried to Google it quickly before the race, and I didn't really find anything obvious. So I don't recall seeing any problems in the races we broadcast though. Like nobody was desynced, were they?
Not that. No, there were a couple guys that were. I think it was Hightower. Was it Hightower or? But somebody was kind of jumping around a lot.
Adri,
but it was just one driver.
Bombing around here. He just like left everyone else behind.
Maybe you didn't realize this was the formation lap?
I'm not sure.
So, I gotta set my things up. So, he's on the mediums. I wonder what everybody else went to. Change stock tires. Everybody's on the mediums. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So I think if you miss your mark, you get disqualified from the formation lap, so I'm not really sure what that does.
Yeah, that's tough. That's weird. What do you do about that? I'm all
well,
for
it disqualifies
trying
you from formation lap and then the race starts, so what's the difference? You just lose your tire temps, I guess?
Yeah.
Which doesn't even make sense. It's kind of dumb. Anyways, we got 3, 4, 5 lights on, and it's the sprint race in France. Pre-season testing here in ZOR.
Whoa!
Looks like a good
Zoe
start.
got a great start.
Yeah, Rockstar as well. Rockstar going to the outside. Not quite there for him. Adri. Oh, Rockstar with a look down the inside. We got a little bit of contact back here. Yellow flag. Looks like someone's gone around. Jinnet's had a moment at the back, so good thing it's only the sprint. Jinnet will be frustrated with that early in the weekend. And looks like a bit of a separation here. There must have been some kind of incident where guys got split up.
Turn 2, Private went wide. I don't know if there was, bumping but he definitely went wide on the right-hander. Went way to the left.
Right.
So great start for Soy and Rockstar and Adri. Unfortunate for him, but he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And actually,
the front 4 very close to one another at the moment. So Adri with a rough start, but definitely the quickest driver out there today. At least in qualifying.
So let's see. We got position change. So Rex is up 8 spots. Carson 10 is up 8 spots. Rex is up 9 now. So we started last. Rex is up to P7. We haven't finished the first lap.
Yeah, I think there was some kind of big incident there because it looks like everybody. There's a large portion of drivers that gained a lot of places and a bit of a chunk there between the front group and the group behind. But man, look at this front 4. This is why we do sprint. This is what we want to see. Rather watch this than guys doing hot laps for 18 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hear the cat?
Oh, wow. Was that Sam? Sam and Rex? Rex got... No, Sam held him off. No, what am I looking at? Yeah, yes.
It's like spot up. Triples has had another issue. He's gone round there. Looks like Jinnet's actually up to P11 now. That's a decent recovery. He was at the back for a moment. Adri put some pressure on Rockstar. We're starting to lose touch a little bit with Soy here. So guys like Soy, Soy really good in a race situation. Not necessarily the quickest guy out there, but in a race circumstance, he's always in the mix. And I think the sprint weekends are going to benefit those kind of drivers where they, like a Mr. Joshua. He's incredible race pace, right? Like the sprint weekend is going to be actually better for him than a qualifying weekend.
Yeah, you really need to rethink your strategy. And I agree, it benefits those that have pace versus those that can really put a lap down.
On board with Adri now. He's got the best seat in the house watching Rockstar trying to take Soy Loco out of the lead. I think he's got DRS now, so it's going to get very interesting down this back straight. We're riding on board with Adri at the moment, who does have Lunar Jedi, Sam, and Rex in his mirrors. We do have DRS. Here comes Adri looking to make a move. Rockstar pulls out, and they both get by Soy into the corner. Adri gets the place. There it is, Adri into the lead here. Great double overtake from Adri. Yeah, there was a slight little bump. I think everybody gets away with that one, though. That's some good racing here on the third lap of the sprint. We got Soy taking a look down the inside. This has worked out brilliantly. I'm glad we did a sprint. I've already seen enough racing to make it worthwhile, in my opinion.
And you got, it looks like Lunar went a little wide, perhaps. Nope, he's still there, but he likes seeing this battle, I'm sure, in front of him. He's like, keep battling, guys. I'm catching you.
Yeah, and
Adri went around.
Yep, Adri's gone around, and we do have, we have Rex joining the party as well. Sam's closed in, Rex. You see there's another group of guys battling behind as well. There's another chunk of cars scrapping in the back there. You can see in the distance.
Wow.
Another 5 cars nose to tail, and we just... you kind of have to stay with the front runners for the moment and until something happens and there's separation. But right now the racing incredible at the front. 5 cars in contention for the pole slot for the race. Sprint lap 4 at the moment, and we do have the rest of the field battling to try and get into that top 8 to get a point.
Oh, Fusion's got a penalty.
Yeah, these guys down the back there picking up penalties are putting themselves in a rough spot for the race. They're going to lose a lot of ground.
This is great stuff, the top 5.
This is incredible stuff. 5 cars. And Soy Loco out front.
Luna went wide.
Soy Loco out front with a good high-speed setup because he did not get really pressured too much. And then we got 3 wide into the next corner, into the braking zone.
Look at Rex go.
Woo! Look at that. Rex up to 3rd.
2 for 1.
Sam trying to pull through as well.
Yeah, I think Lunar really kind of perhaps messed Sam up. Oh, and then who was that just went wide? Into that last chicane down the back straight after the DRS zone. Lunar missed the corner, and I don't know if that threw Sam off, but then as they continued on, that's where Rex was able to overtake the 2 of them.
Rockstar slams the door on Rex. Rex started dead last, and he is potentially going to start first for the race. Jinnit down in 11th, had that moment early on, struggling to make his way back through the field. Definitely should be up in that top 5. And it's a 5-horse race out front. Sam trying to hang on to that DRS. Rex, Rockstar pressuring Soy. Soy under a tremendous amount of pressure, and he's picked up a penalty as well. So Soy potentially down to P6 to start the race. I guess P5 it would be, because Carson's a bit of ways off.
Rockstar's a little all over the place right now, and I think he's going to lose this spot. Going to lose the
Rex.
Wow.
Down the inside into the lead, and there it is. Rex now into first place. From dead last in 5 laps, he's up to first. Looking very racy here. He's probably going to be untouchable in the race if he starts from first.
Yeah, but if this is what we can expect to see in the race, this is going to be a great race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the guys that are stuck in that midfield pack right now, there's a lot of quick drivers in there that are going to potentially be Jinnit gets a move done on Exeter City. Nice move there. The front five starting to fan out just a touch. They're not quite nose to tail anymore, so we can jump to another overtake if we see one happening.
Exeter City.
Really, really quality stuff here. This is what I was hoping for with France, with the sprint. It would be, you know, overtakes are possible, but there can be a bit of a train if guys are stuck close together. You see Soy closing in on Rex now. Oh, Soy's had a moment. Soy has gone round, so Soy, all that hard work, squandered 3 laps from the end of the sprint. He's going to be in a rough place with that penalty now, down in 10th. And he's going to have to be cautious to keep those tires in good condition to the end.
Yeah, I guess great point to be brought up right there is you got to be very careful in a sprint race, right? I mean, you could be their top 3 and have a spin. You don't have the time to recover from it.
Yeah.
And you lose that starting position.
So, wow, Rex, the class of the field at the moment, up 15 places, up to first. Carson up 9. He's putting in a really solid drive, actually. He is a fair bit off the front group, but he's holding his own there. He's keeping those guys, Adri, Fusions, Jinnit at bay. Carson, pretty new to the league. I think he joined last week. A few of these guys that joined a week or two ago have actually shown up for almost every preseason race, and that's kind of what you want to see. It's almost literally is preseason testing. They're getting a feel for how we run things, how, you know, the drivers behave on track, like what is okay, what's expected of you, and what you can expect to see out there, because obviously it looks like everybody respecting one another's space, and there's been some good hard racing in the sprint so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it is an opportunity for that particular new driver to showcase to others his driving ability, in the sense that, you know, is this guy careless? Is he good? Is he fair? You know, yeah. So as a new driver, that's what I'd be thinking of. I want to show these guys that I'm a fair driver, or
yeah,
I'm not going to be a problem.
Yeah, that I belong here, and, you know, I'm going to fit right in, because so far every one of them has fit in. They've all been really, it's like we pick these guys up just recruiting on a Discord channel, and they come on in, and they're suddenly just part of the group now. They're just guys that we see racing often, so
cool.
It's cool to see that happen in just a matter of weeks, you know. There goes
Carson.
Fusions getting by Carson. Carson been pipped by Adri and Fusions now. You see Sam under pressure from Lunar, and Rockstar doing everything he can to hunt down Rex at the front.
He's hanging on. He's still within DRS, just over half a second, now 0.8, but...
Yeah, I wonder if Rex maybe used up those tires a little bit too much trying to get through the field. Rockstar maybe just did a bit better managing them. I don't think the mediums will be falling off too much, but definitely a little bit by now.
Essentially the same battery life.
Yeah.
25%.
Rockstar actually started second. He's the only driver that is in the same place he started. Oh, Coxie's joined.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. So Coxie going to show up for the race. We'll have an extra driver. That's great. I'm glad we get another guy in there.
Yeah. Geez, I didn't realize Asylum DNF'd. I missed that.
I didn't either, actually. Did he just park it in the pits because he figured he was plumb last anyway? Oh, we got another yellow. What's that? It's like Jetju, perhaps? Or no, it's Grim. Grim's lost his entire front wing. It's like Spot of Triple's going slow as well. Was there a collision between those two, perhaps? Jinnit trying to get by Carson now. He wants to get right up behind Fusions and Adri for the race start. Those are the guys he's expected to be racing. He doesn't want to be starting behind another car. I guess overtake Carson.
So if you're Grim, do you box for a new wing, or do you just tough it out and hope that you only lose 3 or 4 positions rather than 5 or 6 that are left to lose?
I mean, yeah, Frank's not going to get him, so I think you just go to the end. Because if you pit, you're probably losing that spot to Frank too. It's the last lap, essentially.
Yeah, he's actually been the gap has not been reduced by as much as I would have expected it to. I don't know if soy has damage. Doesn't look like it. But Grim without a wing, maybe he ought to race without a wing.
I think they were saying that the wing damage doesn't seem to affect your pace that much this season.
Okay.
Because a lot of the downforce is ground effects, I suppose, but...
Yeah.
I still don't think that's accurate, though. The whole front wing, you would be struggling. Especially through cornering.
You certainly wouldn't want to go up Radeon without your front wing.
No. So I think that's a bit of a bug at the moment. That's something we need to look at fixing. Spot up triples in Exeter City. New drivers racing. Exeter City looks like he's going to get through pretty easily. Gets that move done. Just checking with Jinnit. He is now catching Fusions, who does have a penalty, so Jinnit will get him regardless. Fusion's actually going to pay for that penalty quite heftily. He's going to lose a couple spots here. Did he move under braking there, or did Jinnit just kind of tuck in a weird spot? I was watching them, and something seemed a little off into the braking zone there. It was a weird camera angle. I couldn't really tell.
Now I'm watching Lunar. He's giving Sam fits right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Sam definitely nailed that corner a lot better.
Yeah, you see the 2/10 he gained just on the exit. So it looks like Rex is going to be starting first for the race. Rockstar gave him grief, but it wasn't quite enough. Uh-oh. Oh, tornado warning.
Really?
Yeah. You heard that?
No, I didn't, but
Oh, there was like an alert.
I totally get it because we were in that kind of weather pattern 2 days ago, and we're expecting that again tomorrow.
Yeah, there's something's coming through. It's been kind of brewing all day here, and yeah, we've got dark red on the radar coming towards us.
Ooh.
10:30 is going to be a nasty storm here.
Quick, look at the radar.
Happening now. Tornado warnings issued. Click on that. St. Thomas.
Alright, so Ottawa. I can see a massive line of...
See that down near the lake, or down near the bottom of Ontario?
Yep.
That band is coming towards us. Warning in effect for St. Thomas, Almer, Eastern Elgin County. Storm is located southeast of Tempo. It looks like we do have tornado watch in effect for Windsor, London, Barrie, Sarnia, Algonquin, and Muskoka. Looks like we're okay for the moment. But whenever they issue those emergency warnings, it's like something happened that they weren't expecting. Like something came through, like a storm, like a cloud formation or storm formed nearby that they weren't expecting. So they try to like warn you as quickly as you can, because like the radar and the forecast is only accurate to some extent, right? So, anyways, it looks like we're okay for the moment. I looked outside; doesn't look too bad. Refill that wine.
Oh, great point. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we do have a formation lap though, so that's good news.
I gotta make a run to the liquor store here.
Oh, we don't have time for that. We've been putting in a lot of overtime this off season. Broadcast. This is like our 5th broadcast, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I feel like I need it because I feel like all new again. Not that I'm, bringing a whole lot to the broadcast, but I felt like I was really, really like lost the first couple times. And so this is good. We've got, what, 15, 20 seconds now with nobody readying up?
Yeah, I think we're doing okay.
I'm looking at the little lady up above, let's see, Grimm's garage. See the little lady over there in green and blue, green and purple?
No, I don't.
Clapping her hands.
Oh. Yeah, just hanging out, cheering. Grim groupie.
Grim groupie. So Grimm's flag. What's Grimm's flag? Do you know?
I think it's is it Barbados? I think it's Barbados.
Your guess would be better than mine.
I believe it's a Barbados flag. It might be.
And
yeah, it's Barbados.
Yeah, Barbados.
Yeah. Look at that. I know my country flags. Actually, honestly, most of my country flags came from playing those like FIFA World Cup games. Like doing the full tournament where you play like every country.
Yep.
All right, 27 laps. Well, I'm like, we already had 9 great laps of racing, and we still have 27 more now.
Yeah, I don't know if I can take it.
All right, tires. Let's check that out. Turn the lap down off, get that off, and all that stuff. Grim and Soy on hards, and Coxie also starting on hards. Oh, Rockstar's actually gone on hards in second. That's a bold move. He's probably going to get... I feel like that's not a great place to do the hards. I feel like 10th, 11th is a good move. But if you're Grim and Soy with that good race pace, like they can do damage from there.
Yeah, and this is not a track that you would expect full safety cars to be the norm.
No.
Wiggle as much as you want, guys. I don't know if you're going to warm up those tires very much. All right, cool. Coxie made it in.
Yeah, he's in there. So we know he can join the sprint late and still get a race slot. That's going to be the thing. Like the guys, you know, sometimes guys will like be like, "Oh, I'll join quali late." It's like, well, you're not going to be able to join a sprint late, so definitely make sure you're on time for those ones. Let's see, and do you think anyone can give Rex a run tonight? Because once he got to the front, people were hanging on, but like just the way he moved through the field, you'd think he's got the pace to just win this thing.
Well, he passed like 8 cars before we got to that chicane, like turn 3, 4.
Right.
Something happened in turn 1, 2 that allowed him to really capitalize. So I don't know. Yeah, he's obviously going to be tough to beat. However, we're all prone to make mistakes.
Man, a lot of guys just don't seem to get this right. I haven't tried it myself yet.
Neither have I.
All right, ready to go racing. We got 3, 4, 5 lights on. A little bit of jumping around at the moment, but we are racing. Lights are out. Looks like a slow start in the middle for an Alpine. Oh, someone into the wall already. That's a really bad start.
I think that might have been Hightower.
Turn 1, looks like everybody getting through pretty good. Oh, there's someone gone around. It looks like Adri, perhaps? Soy, actually. It was Soy. So Soy's had another incident on the first lap of the race. That's not
Fusions
what you want to see.
went around as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Frank Latank, I think, is off the road right now. Coxie's had a brilliant start. He's up to P10 on those hard tires. Very good start. Yeah. Rockstar hanging on to P2. Jinnit up pressure on, though. Jinnit up a few spots, I think, here. I think he was... he's up 3. Coxie up 7, Asylum up 5, Frank up 3. So, good starts for those guys. Back to the tires.
Yeah, so Rockstar had, if he can just hang on, he'll get past, but if he can hang on and get to the DRS, still within the top 3-4,
yeah,
then
Lunar,
he'll be happy.
Very wide there. I think he's definitely picked up a warning for that, and he's putting him and Sam continue the battle. And then we go back down the field a bit. We got Carson, Jetju, Grim, and Coxie all nose to tail. So we'll stay with this battle for a moment. One guy's giving Carson some grief in the chat there. Looking pretty smooth at the moment, so maybe just an accident. See how he is when we get some side-by-side going. Jetju putting that pressure on should get a shot at him.
Coxie's starting to pressure Grim as well. Both of them on hard tires. This would be interesting.
Yeah.
Both very fast drivers. Asylum looking to get past Frank Loretz.
Yeah. Trying to make amends for his sprint race. Didn't go very well for him.
Oh, and Asylum went around. Damn it. Broadcaster's curse. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think... Oh, and Fusion. Was that Fusion's?
Yeah, it looks like Fusion's gone around as well. Unreal. Fusion's.
How did he keep his wing?
17. Seems to be struggling. Fusion's was actually quite quick so far in the weekend. We got Jinnit about to make a move here. He's right on the tail of Rockstar. Down the inside. Oh, they touched. A little bit of contact there. Rockstar trying to fight this back now. He has the inside line. Jinnit later on the brakes, though, around the outside. It does a nice job to finish that move off. A little bit of racing there from those two. Let's get back to this battle with Carson. And Jetju, Grim, Coxie, Frank Loretz, and Exeter City. Pretty much the whole field's going to be joining the party soon if these guys don't start making some headway.
You know, it's
Sam
interesting, too, because you got different tire compounds in this battle.
Yeah. Sam has just dropped Lunar a bit. Just hovering around that DRS range there. Andrew trying to hang on to them as well. Fusion's in the pits. Yeah, I wonder if Fusions is going to call it a night or if he's going to pop the hards on there and just try to...
I'll ride on board with him, see what goes on.
Yeah, I think he's...
maybe just gone to the hards and a new wing.
I mean, as soon as we get a safety car. And the other thing that was great, we didn't get any safety cars in the sprint. The first sprint we ran, the 2 safety cars just ruined it, I think. It really ruined it.
Yeah.
So far, no safety cars. And look at this. The whole field is actually really close to one another. It's actually just Rex out front that's got a bit of a gap.
Yeah, if I look at the full map on it's really a train. Everybody's pretty much hooked together. So the longer that Coxie and Grim can keep...
retired.
Oh, no.
And it's a full safety car. Ooh, anybody close enough at the back to jump in late? I mean, if you're Asylum and Spot up, maybe you consider it. I would think the whole field's going to probably pit. Well, is it too early to pit? Rockstar shouldn't. Nope. Rockstar's actually probably going to end up in the lead here. I don't even think the guys in the medium should pit, honestly. Although... it is a 27-lap race. We're not talking about like a 35-lap race here. So, like, do the hards go to the end if you put them on now? They probably do.
I would think so. I think the hards would start a race and finish a race.
23 laps, I think. So you put them on now, and then we get another lap under the safety car. Like, really, they're going to do 21 racing laps?
Is it a full safety? I don't
I believe so.
Oh,
I think I see the safety car on the track.
Yeah, I think I see it too now. Stopped at the beginning of Sector 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this time around, what do you think? Guys gonna take chances and...
I mean, obviously the guys on the hards, I don't see them pitting. The guys on the mediums, though, like, is it really a cheap pit stop if you give up all your track position? I don't, I think maybe someone like Sam or Lunar, like...
And Rex has gone in.
So Rex is gone. Janet stayed out. This is really going to mix things up. It looks like almost the entire field is staying. It's just Rex is gone.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. He's going to have
a
lot. He's going to have a lot of work to do.
Get Frank and Hightower.
See, I think if you're around the back on mediums, like, you don't really have much to lose, right?
Correct.
Rex, though, had a lot to lose, and he has lost a lot of ground here. It looks like even Hightower is going to... No, Hightower... So Rex is going to be 12th. I mean, he's only got 4 newer tires than the rest of the field. Is that really worth it? I mean, he had no problem making the overtakes in the sprint, so, I mean, at the very least, he's going to put on a show for us.
Well, this might be a little different. Guys might be driving a little differently here now that it is the race.
Maybe,
And it's not going to be a standing start, so he won't get the benefit of, guys getting poor starts off the line. So he will not make up 8 positions after the first half of the restart of the race. Where did he fall to? P11. So what's Jen's Discord name? Honky Tonk.
Honky Tonk Jen.
Honky Tonk Jen.
Rex says hards can go to the end. I love how he's typing in the chat while he's racing.
I can't do that. I can't even read the chat.
Even in the formation lap, I don't know if he's got like a Stephen Hawking mouth computer or something. Typing with that, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather, it takes everything I have just to finish a race. Just to compete in the race, for crying out loud. I can't be looking at anything else. My wife was to come down and start chatting with me. I'm like, honey, I don't even want to answer.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Yep. She knows better now. I mean,
yeah. It's just like, I can't believe you told me to shut up. You'd be like, I'm a different man. I'm a different man in that race seat, all right?
You know better than that, honey.
Yeah.
Now, I've had to go up a few times a year or so ago when we had our new little pups. And she would let them go crazy barking, and I can hear them. I'm down below, and I'm trying to focus on the race, and they're going crazy upstairs. I'm like, are you effing kidding me?
In my own house.
I fixed that, honey. I can hear. It's really bothersome when you let them just run around crazy like that.
Yeah. All the fans turned up. Hey, we didn't talk about this the other day, but I went to the Indy race last weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, did you watch that on TV, the Toronto Indy?
I think I saw... What did I watch? I watched... what I did watch was the E-race. I didn't see the Indy race.
Yeah. It's probably out there. If you look on YouTube, you can probably find it somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really good. Honestly, man.
In Toronto, you said?
Yeah. You know what? I'll send you a DM on Discord, a couple of videos and stuff.
Okay. I still haven't seen anything from the F1.
I might have to send them to you on Twitter because I don't know if Discord will let me send files like that. But I still haven't seen the F1 stuff. All right. But yeah, I mean, we got way close, man. Like we walked in the first day, and they had awards engine cover off, and they were sitting there revving it and testing it out. We were standing literally like a foot away from the car.
Wow.
like they're just out in the open. Like you can walk up, like, and everyone's super respectful. You know, like nobody tried to touch the car. Nobody's bothering the guys around the car. Like nobody's talking to the mechanics, bugging them. Like everyone just kind of like keeping their, you know, like getting close, but like keeping their space.
Sorry,
right?
Rockstar, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's doing the Verstappen alongside thing.
Yeah.
You're really not allowed to do that anymore.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that, but...
Jinnit has just absolutely dropped him here. Made him pay for it. And Rockstar nearly cuts the corner on the restart. So Jinnit gets a brilliant restart, just what he needs. Rockstar with those hards is going to be slow. He's still trying to warm those tires at the moment. And look at Lunar behind with Sam. Sam down the inside trying to make a move. And they're wheel to wheel. Sam does get it done.
Oh, and who was that? Was that
Jinnit?
Jinnit went around.
Jinnit did go around. Looked like he may have made contact with somebody as well. Rockstar now inherits the lead on the hard tires, so he's going to be out front for a very long time. Sam has a mirror full of Lunar Jedi, and that could slow him down a little bit. This could work out really nicely for Rockstar.
Yeah, Sam's really going to make some inroads. Sam and Lunar. I mean, it might be in Sam's best interest to, if Lunar's really going to be pressuring, to let Lunar by and then tag along.
Yeah.
You really don't want to be spending too much time. Oh, and Lunar went around.
Lunar did go around. Sam is released now, and he's actually in Rockstar's DRS range. Sam could inherit the lead of this race. So Jinnit had that spin, but it looks like he's got himself back into the mix. He's sitting 7th currently, which isn't too bad. He's just behind Rex, who has pit. But Rex, this has worked out brilliantly for him. He's up to P6 already. And he's got hard tires that he says will go to the end, so really you'd have to asylum. Did he just miss a whole
10-second penalty. Ouch. That's got to be out of frustration. I think he went straight through the chicane after the DRS.
He's probably just going to park it.
Don't park it. Don't park it.
I really disagree with the parking it thing, but it is a meaningless race, and if you're not having fun, you're not enjoying yourself. I kind of get it. Just pack it in.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's just something I say it in, you know, as a you don't want to get into the habit of doing that.
Yeah, as a competitor, do you really want to just give up?
Yeah. I mean, there could be another safety car right around the corner here, and he has gone into the pits, and he has retired. Unfortunate.
Well, the good news is
we still got 15 other cars.
Yeah, we only have one guy. We only had one guy give up, so that's not that bad so far. And we do have 15 cars still. The other day we lost a few drivers early, and we were down to 10 basically from the start of the race. So
Rockstar's still weaving around trying to get heat into those tires.
Yeah, he's just staying ahead of Sam. We have Rex putting some pressure on Grim. He's got Jinnit and Lunar a fair ways off. But Grim also pretty close to Jetju, who is close to Carson.
Yeah.
So it's kind of back to the Carson train again.
So really, these two guys, Grim and Rex, particularly Grim, since his tires are 7 laps old, he's really got to start... so these are the tires he started on, right?
Yeah.
He's got to be thinking strategy. I mean, Rex is going to the end, presumably. So what's going through Grim's mind right now? P5, hard tires. I'd assume he's looking to go to almost the end and then box if he has to. No reason for him to box anytime before that, I would think. I wouldn't think.
Grim, you think? Sorry, who's going to the end?
Well, Rex would probably be going to the end.
He said he was going to.
Yeah, but Grim has to box, change tires. So I'm thinking, and so does Rockstar. I would think that you're living with these tires until the last 2 or 3 laps, if we were to go green the whole way.
Rex. Rex going to the inside to make a move. Not really much of a braking zone here, though, so you can't send it. Does seem to have a bit more traction. Here's the braking zone.
Careful,
and there's
guys.
Rex alongside.
Oh!
Does get it done.
Oh,
wow. There's a bit of contact there. Jetju.
And they're still side by side.
Yeah.
Rex
does get through.
Incredible driving. That was awesome.
That was fantastic stuff.
Jetju was in that as well, and now Jetju is got Janet behind him.
Someone's gone way off there. Carson way off the road there. He looks like he's going to get pit by Rex. So Rex now into the podium places, going to the end of the race. Looks like it really is his race to lose at this point. He's not far off the front two who do need to pit.
Looks like Carson really got out of sync there in terms of on track, not electronically.
Comes Janet making that move on Jetju. We're on the rear wing of Carson right now, who is now under pressure from Janet. Carson just trying to find that power, trying to find that stability. He's got a mirror full of Janet right now. Janet absolutely flying. Soars past Carson. That DRS super powerful for Janet. Carson just about runs into the back of Janet, but gets it stopped in time. And now he has been passed. Jetju coming up to the back of Carson next. Rex not quite dropping Grimm at the moment. This is great for Grimm. He does need to stop, pick up a bit of a toe, and use that slipstream to try and battle Janet. Out front, we've got Sam and Rockstar having a little bit of a battle. Rex 4.8 off at the moment, but does not need to stop again.
I would really like to see Janet regain the form, the pace, the luck, or
honestly, I think
two seasons ago.
Yeah, I really think he's got a really good shot at the championship this year with the no assist thing. Like, he has been in every preseason race we've done. Well, I mean, we haven't seen Packer out here yet. Packer is a no assist guy, and he is outrageously fast. But Janet has been one of the quickest guys that is intending to run no assist this season. So I think Janet's going to have a really strong season. I think it's going to be hard to compete with Packer. I don't think he's quite at that level, but if Packer has mistakes and errors, Janet might be there to pick up the scraps, and he'll probably be in a solid, I would say at least, like, I would guarantee almost top 5 finish in the championship for Janet. Potentially a top 3, depending on his form. It just should happen. Like like the way he's driving, the pace he has, I'd be a massive disappointment if he's not in the top 5 by the end. It would have just been, a lot of bad luck and, squandered races and stuff like that would lead to him not being in the top 5. I think he just genuinely has the pace to do it.
Right. The pace difference isn't...
Oh, no!
That's Janet.
Yeah, he's reset to track, which is... I don't think Grimm really left him enough room. I don't think it was... I don't think he... Oh, he got a safety car for that?
It really looked... I didn't see it that way. It looked like they were side by side, and he just spun.
This is brilliant for Rockstar and Sam. They've gone into the pits now.
Wow, what a cluster. And so is Janet. Everybody's
Rex
boxing.
has stayed out, but now he's going to be on old tires compared to the rest.
Yeah, well, Grimm stayed out as well, or he couldn't box because he might have gotten past pit entry. So
it's possible.
Grimm is not... he loses out big time on this.
Every car is in the pit, so Grimm, Grimm's missed the pit, and maybe just knows he can't get the mediums to the end from here. That may be the decision, but... That's what... Rockstar's trying it. So is Coxie and Soy. But you know what? It was hard to say. I don't think Janet did anything wrong there. I think he was entitled to a bit more room. I think just from it was a far out perspective, kind of on a weird angle, but it looked like Grimm could have left him a little more room. I think he was trying to put a squeeze on, and he maybe just squeezed a little too tight.
That is one of those tough corners, though. I mean,
yeah, it's
very difficult to We saw it in the sprint race.
It just really depends on how far alongside Jin it was. He was enough that, I think the wheel made contact with the rear tire, and I think that's right about in that window where we say that you should be given a little bit of space. And I don't know. It really just depends. I don't think, did Jin change a wing? I don't think he did. I think he didn't have damage. So I think it was just a wheel-to-wheel thing. And if you think about where the front wheel is compared to the front wing, we say along the side pod. If the front wing's along the side pod, you should be given a little bit of room. So it is a tricky corner, I'll give him that. But Grimm's clean too. I don't see Grimm doesn't, run into people and stuff like that. So in my opinion, it maybe if you were to look at the stewards, obviously we can look at replays later on and stuff like that. Grimm maybe would get a penalty, but I wouldn't say it would be anything heavy. It would just be a very the basic minimum penalty. You kind of close the door. I don't think he really meant to do that. I don't think he thought that Jennett was going to end up running into the side of him, and really
you can almost chalk it up to a racing incident, really.
Just about. I just think
because it seems to me, again, and you're right, it was really quick, an odd angle. It just seemed like it was a great battle, and then to me it seemed like Jennett just kind of lost traction and spun. That's not saying that that's what happened, but that's what the initial impression that I had as I saw it happen.
Right. Yeah, now on to another safety car. We're about halfway through the race at this point, so I think the safety car is ending this lap. I do think the lights are off.
I wish that a lot of these guys on the one-lap old hards, I would have expected them to take the chance and go on to the mediums because, worst case, you're running thin towards the end. The tires might be towards the end of their life, but now you really don't give yourself much of a chance to catch the guys up in front. And Rockstar, I like seeing that. I being on the mediums right now, I think that's where he should be.
Right. It's interesting because I think those hards, the 8-lap olds are probably good. Grimm hasn't pit. The problem is, were you saying that some of the guys put hards on, maybe, should have put mediums on?
Yeah. I mean, Sam, Adri, Private, I think all those guys.
But those guys started on mediums, right? They probably needed to make a tire change.
Perhaps you're right. Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of the guys opted for the hard. I think the guys that started on the hards thought, you know what? I'm taking this safety car pit stop, and I'm going on the mediums, and I'm hoping I get to the end. Because you got nothing to lose at that point. The rest of the field's already got the strategy perfected, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, if there's another safety car, maybe you switch tires again, but... yeah.
Well, I know that Private started on the hards, so he's already gone to mediums. Back to the hards.
We are racing again. Rex has dropped the hammer. Grimm, a little slow to react there. Doesn't quite have the tire life left. He's got Rockstar and Frank putting pressure on him. Trying to get those tires warmed up still.
I love seeing that.
Lunar's out. Are we going to have another safety car here? No, I think we're going to get clear here.
Yeah, there's too much time. And
big moment for Frank. Frank's gone round. Oh, nice little battle here from Rockstar and Grimm. Going side by side through the beginning here.
Goodness, great stuff.
Yeah. And Grimm goes round. And so has Adri, I believe. Adri's also gone round. Was it Adri or Soy? I think it was Adri, yeah. So, guys struggling on these cold tires on the restart, it seems to be a big problem. I think we're going to have a lot of interesting races this season with the way the tires work now.
Yeah,
This has
so
brought Jinnit back into the mix, too.
so yeah, Rockstar. I'd like to see Rockstar start making a little bit of a dent into that delta there.
Yeah, he should be, but man, Rex is just gone.
Rex is fast.
On old hards, he's just left the field behind.
But Rockstar is fast as well, and he has tremendous pace, fresh tires. I think he can catch him. Well, maybe not catch him, but certainly get closer.
Yeah,
He's already proven it.
Coxey's up to P6 now, and I think he's trying to go to the end on those mediums. So that's a pretty good race result for the moment. If he can hang on to a top 6.
Yeah, I think these guys on the mediums, I think they're all feeling really good. If this is in fact their second tire compound.
Thanks, Asylum. Appreciate it. It's the standard at this point. It has to be great. Me and GP just have natural rapport, so I think it's easy. I think it's easy for us when we get in the booth. It's just like hanging out. It's like hanging out with a friend watching some racing. It's easy.
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, exactly. Having a couple drinks, easy stuff. Oscar, private started on the mediums, he said. So yeah, obviously you want to be on the hards now.
Who was that?
Oscar Hernandez in the chat. Not sure who that is, if he's in the Discord or not, but...
Yeah, so Rockstar has made up a second plus in that lap.
Oh, Jesus!
Uh-oh.
Carson lost the car in front of Coxey, and he nearly ripped his wheel off. Just grazed past the gearbox there. That was extremely close. So that's great for Coxey. He's got a little bit of pressure behind him, but if he can somehow drop these two, he's going to be in a really solid spot here.
Yeah, they should. And Adri's obviously got great pace, but all things being equal, they're on different compounds. They should be able to hold him back no problem and perhaps get out of DRS.
So Coxey's got 9 seconds of penalties here. He's really struggling with the track limits at the moment. He just picked up another one, so 9 seconds for Coxey.
Rex has one.
Yeah, Rex does, and Rockstar's in that window.
So Coxey has... Did you say Coxey had 9 seconds?
He does, yeah.
Okay.
So that's going to put him basically out of the points.
And Soy all over Coxey.
Yeah, Soy definitely wants to get through here. He's got 3 seconds of penalties.
Very nearly ran into the back of Coxey. Different different brake timing, gear change.
Yeah, Adri almost had a look at Soy there, but Adri also has no penalties, so he actually is ahead of these guys already. What he wants to do is actually overtake them and try to get into some clear air, and Soy makes it easy for Adri, because Adri slid through. So Soy's struggling tonight. He's had a lot of issues. Rex has had a moment. He's had a huge moment. Rockstar is through. And now Sam closing up on the back of Rex. So Rex on the old hards, he's had a spin or some kind of moment here, and we do know that the tires are hard to recover, so Sam might have a crack at getting Rex here. Rex is trying to stabilize things, calm things down right now.
7 lap younger tires for Sam.
Coxey going to the inside on Jetju. He's carrying a lot of penalties, but does have that pace to get by, so clears Jetju. Now puts a little bit of space between him and Adri. It's definitely what he wants at this point, carrying those penalties. Now Sam, if he can get within that DRS, he's going to give Rex a lot of problems, I think.
Yeah, so now Rockstar, we're gonna, if this goes green the rest of the way, we're gonna get an idea of how good these mediums are here in France. France.
False.
Because I don't think
French.
Rockstar, he doesn't. Rockstar does not need to box again, right?
No, I don't think so.
You got what, 10 laps left?
And Rex carrying a penalty as well. So Rockstar's really is it's in his hands here. Like there's a good chance he's gonna win this race. Extra City's had a moment. That's gonna put spot up triples right on his gearbox. So we should get a little bit of a battle there. Jinnit has left the session.
Oh no.
When did he DNF?
I don't know. Oh, Private, really a poor sequence of turns there. Really had a chance if he could get to the DRS on Adri's tail, but he really had a poor sequence of turns.
Yeah,
and,
I think Adri's just gone by him, so Jeju likely will fall off. He is kind of hanging on though. Yeah, I guess Jinnit decided to park it. I just didn't notice, honestly. Nope, yeah, there he is in the chat. I guess you just parked it, Jinnit. I didn't notice you crashed or anything.
So now Carson is starting to give Grimm some pressure. Much fresher tires, 11 laps younger tires. Yeah, so Grimm's going to have to make the unfortunate decision at some point here to box. I mean,
yeah, he's in a very bad spot. He's going to be at the very back. I mean, he might as well hold out for softs at this point, but I don't think it's really going to work. He's just losing too much time.
Yeah, he needs a serious incident. Safety car for sure.
Yeah, it's maybe always hoping for at this point, but here we are. It started out well. We did well so far tonight, but we're down to, well, we got 6 DNFs and we got 11 drivers left, so we've lost just about half the field. Well, there.
And I've been thinking.
Did someone have a moment here? Was that Carson? It was, yeah. Carson's got it together. Now he's got Extra City and spot up triples right on his tail, so 3 new guys doing battle here at the back of the field. They're all trying to get themselves sorted after having some errors, but they are fighting for points, so good to see.
Yeah, and against really a lot of the top drivers in ZOR.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of them in here tonight. They're ways off, some of those guys at the moment, but they're still on track. They're still in the race. And,
well, like I said yesterday, it's like you got to finish the race. So here they are. They're looking at points. So Rex. Oh, and Extra City's boxing off of 7-lap old hards. Grimm boxed for softs.
Extra City's out. Did he retire in the pits? I think so, eh?
Yes. I don't know why.
I mean, he was in the mix, right?
Yeah, he didn't have damage. They weren't changing his wing. They just changed his tires. But yeah, Rex, all of a sudden now, he's under 2 seconds behind Rockstar. However, those 15-lap-old hard tires have to be dropping off pretty quick. I would, boy, 8-lap-old mediums, I think that they would.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna have the worst clip at the end, right? Like,
yeah,
really,
exactly.
It's really down to tire management at this point.
And I guess I wouldn't want to be a rock star right now because Rex is coming. Sam's not too far behind either. Great stuff from Sam. Podium thus far, and he's only just over a second and a half behind Rex.
Looks like Carson's had another moment. So, consistency a big problem, especially for some of the new guys tonight. It's something they really got to work on. Basic advice from a guy who did a lot of league racing, and something I found helped me was you go into a practice lobby, especially like whatever track you're racing that week. Spend a night, go into a practice lobby, fill the car up with the race lap fuel, put on the tires that you think you're going to run, medium and hard, and switch them in between. And just get a feel for the car, get a feel for the track, learn the track, learn how to be smooth, consistent, get into a rhythm. That's the best way that you can make inroads in the league racing. If you can get out there and have good, solid results, and just be steady and smooth all the way through. I mean, look at Sam. He doesn't make mistakes. Always makes good strategy calls. He's in third. He hasn't had the errors that you see from a lot of the other guys. And Sam also racing no assist.
Yeah, really, consistency is the most important thing. You don't win the race. It's not a sprint. And I mean that not in the sense of the sprint racing, but I mean you can't win the race on the first lap, obviously.
Exactly.
And it's just putting together really, really good quality laps, lap after lap after lap, and then being ready to adjust when you're throwing the curveball for a safety car or whatever. And that's always the hardest part. I mean, everybody goes in with a sound strategy for their driving style, but then when the unexpected occurs, you need to be ready for that as well.
Mm-hmm. It's like the thunderstorms here.
You're hearing them?
And I can see the lightning outside. Can't hear much other than cars racing at this point. But after this, it's time to... I'm going to step out and smoke a joint, so hopefully it's not torrential, tropical storm type. Oh yeah, that lightning's bright. My cat's up in the window.
I think our next on-track pass is going to be by Soy over Private.
I've actually been watching this scrap for a little while. I've been on that on the broadcast.
And goodness gracious, I don't mean to make you look another place, but Rex is now within DRS of Rockstar.
Yes, he is. I just noticed that. Still carrying that penalty though, so that's something, even if he does get by, he's going to have to overcome that. And those mediums, I would say at 10 laps old, probably starting to really struggle.
Yeah, and the hards will obviously degrade slower than the mediums, so...
Yeah, Rex is right on Rockstar now, and so is Soy on JetJu. I'm just going to stick with this battle until Rockstar hits the back straight, then we'll have to jump to that, because I think that'll be our overtake coming up.
Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on Soy and Private.
Yeah, Soy is close, but he's not quite close enough to make a move at the moment. So let's get to Rockstar. We've got Rex coming up behind. See Rex behind with the DRS. You see that car growing larger and larger as he closes in, but Rockstar for now has it covered off. Let's check in with Soy.
Soy absolutely nailed that sequence of turns there.
Yeah, I think JetJu's dumping the battery trying to defend it, but I think it's trivial at this point. Soy down the inside gets it done decisively. Sweeps across and covers that line.
Soy really put himself in a great position. He was planning, he put himself 2 or 3 turns ahead, knowing where he was going to pass.
Yeah, he did a great job lining that up and finishing it off and making sure that he did put his car in a position where there was no sneaky moves late. But here comes Rex all over Rockstar through the final sector. He is absolutely hounding him. Rockstar needs to fight this tooth and nail. He needs to do everything he can to hamper Rex because he cannot allow him to get out front and start to build a gap. And it looks like Rockstar got a good exit. He's got it covered for this straight. Rex probably saving that battery for the back straight. Although, to be fair, from what I see on his steering wheel, not a whole lot left in the tank. Rockstar has a decent amount left, so it's really going to come down to, I think, this lap. If Rockstar can keep Rex behind this lap, I think he can stay close enough that he actually will win the race by a penalty. But he needs to keep Rex here. He needs a good exit. It looks like he got a solid exit, but Rex got a good one as well.
Go
Rex
to the left.
close.
There you go. Go to the left.
Breaking that slipstream as much as he can. And we're on board with Rex as he closes. He's close enough to take a look, but he's not close enough for a move. So can he tuck in and just find a nice slipstream down this other small straight and perhaps send it into the braking zone after the long right-hander? Rex on the tail here.
In my opinion, the way Rockstar handled that approach into the DRS was absolutely perfect. You need to break that draft, that slipstream. Make it as difficult as possible without the slipstream to make the overtake.
Rockstar keeping that Alfa Romeo nice and wide, holding Rex off for the time being. And as we cross the line to lap 25, Rex is very close here.
This is going to be
close
tough.
As he's been. Rockstar, we're on the rear wing of Rockstar, looking at Rex closing. But Rockstar, yeah, he's just parking that car just slightly off the racing line in a place where Rex can't make a move down the inside because he wouldn't have the traction, but also can't just take the racing line and sail by either. So Rockstar doing a nice job defending, and it might be just enough. I think Rex will get through before the race is over, but what that is going to do is keep Rockstar in that 3-second gap.
Move to the left, move back to the right.
I think he's got it covered. He looks okay. Right as Rex gets close enough, he's just into the braking zone. Yep.
Yep. As long as he doesn't put himself out of position for the next turn, you want to make that. You want to make your car as wide as possible.
Oh, look at Rex has got him here, though. He's saved the battery. He's alongside. He's so close. They're wheel to wheel. Rockstar, can he do anything to hold him off here? He's on the bad line on the outside now. Looking for a switchback underneath, though. And he nearly accomplishes it, but Rex actually does get through. So Rex gets the move done.
I think he needed to protect the inside. I really do.
Yeah, I think he just didn't quite have the traction on the exit there. And Rex, I think he maybe saved his battery a little bit to try and dump down that second small straight there. And right now, Rockstar in range. He's got DRS. He's in the slipstream. It's good enough for for Rockstar to still win this race. We're on the penultimate lap now. So this lap and the next, and the race is over, and Rockstar's right there. So he actually might even have a shot into the chicane here.
And neither one of them have any battery to speak of. They're all like 10%. Both of them at 10% or less.
Yeah, so it's really just going to come down to the DRS here, I think. And it's going to go advantage Rockstar on this. Rex, 21 lap old mediums. Rockstar on the 14 lap old hards. And don't look now, but Sam has closed in. He's right there.
I'm going to drop back to Sam.
Oh, Rockstar taking a peek, but he's not quite there. I mean, if he gets an overtake on the final lap, there's a very good chance he's going to win this race. If he passes Rex on that straight, he might have this thing in the bag. He's going to win anyway on the penalties, so 3 seconds for Sam, 3 seconds for Rockstar, and it looks like that's our podium. Adria a little too far off to gain anything on penalties here, but is it going to be Rockstar or Rex that takes the win here in the pre-season sprint 50% race in France? Rockstar still doing everything he has to win it. He's in range. He's close.
Sam really wants these two to get close together and battle.
He's hoping for some wheel banging, and then Sam maybe just scoots right on through on a nice exit or something along those lines. Rockstar just about out of DRS range. If he wants to do this on track, he's got to stay in that second window. the tires struggling for both guys right now. Sam has much better tires, but he's not quite close enough to make an impact. The final lap of the race, Rockstar just trying to hang on to Rex. Rex trying to drop him. He's not going to make up the time he needs to win this thing, so Rockstar really, at this point, just needs to keep it between the white lines. Make sure he doesn't pick up any penalties.
Absolutely.
I think that's it. Rex looks like he's got it covered, so it's not going to get 3-second gap unless Rockstar makes an error. Rockstar looks like he's going to take home the W tonight, and Sam will snag P3. Adri's still losing time behind them.
Yeah, kind of impressive. Rockstar has been able to maintain the gap to Sam. Equal aged tires, however, Rockstar's on the mediums. You would think that he would be at a disadvantage, and really he was able to maintain that gap pretty much for the last 2 laps.
Rockstar wins the race, so Rex comes across the line first, but Rockstar takes the win. Rex comes second. Sam will snag P3 on the podium. Nice drive from Andrew. No penalties tonight. He'll take P4. Coxie in P5, carrying a lot of penalties. He might drop right out of the points here. Actually, I think he'll tuck into P7. Looks like Soy. Did Soy not get Coxie? He had penalties as well? Jetju? Okay, so Coxie sinks P5. Maybe it just hasn't sorted yet, but I thought Coxie was going to lose a place or two.
Yeah, he got P5, yep.
Okay, so you know what? It's because all the guys behind had penalties too. Not bad for Coxie, though. It worked out for him. He picked up those penalties, but the guys around him also had penalties, so he was able to make that work. Started dead last.
Yeah, he wasn't even sure he was going to be able to make the race, right? I mean, he joined at the last minute, missed the sprint race, right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
and
finishes P5.
Yeah, not bad. Soy, rough night for him. He had pace. He was in the mix for a win. Didn't quite work out for him. Picks up P6. Jetju 7th. Spot up triples. Gets another finish. It's P8. Carson will take P10. Another finish for a new guy. And Grim will be P9. Grim will be frustrated with that. Just sort of didn't work out for him with the safety cars. So rough night. 9:30 we finished. We had 2 safety cars in the race. We did a sprint. We had to restart the lobby. So say we shave 6-7 minutes off. We're done at 9:23 again. I think the one-shot sprint 50% is the way to go for the. I think that's the way to go for the season if we're gonna run those sprint races. It keeps us in that hour and a half time frame, so you're not spending an extra. You know, qualifying takes 21 minutes roughly to finish. So I think getting quality done in 2 minutes instead of 21 minutes is good. We don't want to be, especially if we have some safety cars. We'll be finishing 9:45 near 10. On the sprint weekend, so I think the one-shot sprint 50% is the way for those formats. It worked out really well today, honestly. That sprint race we had was actually, I think, better racing top to bottom than the entire full race. But the entire full race had that, you know, what we're here for in F1: the strategy, the different tires, and the safety cars and stuff like that mix things up. So Rockstar wins the weekend, wins the race, 7 points in the sprint, 25 in the race, 33 total. Rex takes 26, Sam 21, Adri and Coxie good showing, 16 and 10 points for the weekend. Soy with 8, Jetju 6, Jedi 8, Spot of Triples 9, and Janet had 3 down in 10th there. So that's it for preseason testing today. I got the squad hanging out in the apartment there. Thanks for that. Thanks for not fixing the safety car or the formation lap or tire or the AI speed on streets, but thank you for giving us F1 life, where we all stand there with our generic characters looking at generic garbage that nobody asked for. Thanks, Cody's. Thanks, EA. Oh, Christ's sakes. Anybody, you got any thoughts before we go?
I'm just, you're talking about the hour and a half and the time. So what are we going to do about interviews? I'm looking at this in a comical
well,
view.
remember we restarted. We restarted the lobby, so if we shaved 7-8 minutes off that, like, we actually would be done at a normal time.
Yeah. My realistic views of the race, I thought that was great competitive racing. I didn't see anything that was egregious. Nobody really being crazy. I thought I saw a lot of really good driving.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm very happy with what I saw. I'm very excited about what I saw.
Yeah, same here. It was a good night. Just to add on to my previous thought, I bought this game to play F1, to race, broadcast, do all that stuff. Not to play the fucking Sims, okay? This isn't the Sims. It's a racing game. It's Formula 1. This is absolute dog shit. Nobody asked for it. It sucks. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. They integrated these dumb things into the Podium Pass to give you even less content that you actually care about. It's so horrendous. I hate it. Anyways, not pulling punches on that one. Anyway, let's wrap it up. I gotta get myself another drink, calm myself down, and grab a little smoke as well. So
go hang out with Beck for a little while. That's always going to be soothing.
Did you hear him purring into the microphone earlier as well?
No, I didn't.
No,
not tonight.
He was
not tonight.
He came up to visit earlier in the race, but he's been looking out the window for a little while now. All right.
Well,
I'll catch you next time. Probably tomorrow there will be another preseason race. I honestly don't think I can broadcast tomorrow. I usually run errands on Thursdays, so hopefully we can get somebody else signed up to run a stream tomorrow for you, and maybe we can get another race together. So we'll see. If not, we'll be back for evaluations on Monday night. I will probably be hosting quite a few of those. I will likely be in the lobby for all of them, just to have them streamed, and also to be checking the race pace and stuff like that. Regardless, the admin guys will be, at the very least, we'll get the admin guys to run a stream, even if they don't really chat too much, just to have something to watch. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Evaluation races kick off at Silverstone, so you'll see Silverstone Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The following week, Season 8 gets underway. We haven't finalized the calendar yet, but it probably will run in order, so it might be Bahrain for the first race of our season. There's a potential to randomize it. I don't really know if we're going to decide that internally or not, but I think we're going to just stick with the... We'll be dropping certain races based on the votes from the signups, and then from there we may just run it in sequential order, similar to the real life calendar. So see how that pans out. We'll have news on that coming up soon. We'll get the evaluation race signups up in the next day or two as well, so you'll be able to sign up for Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday, depending on where you are most comfortable racing, what you've got time for next week. And yeah, keep an eye out and announcements for that. And yeah, well, have a great night, everybody. GP, any last thoughts?
Yes, the evaluation races, are we allowed to run more than one?
I would say if there's room, yes, but we have nearly 60 signups.
Okay.
I suppose because Tier 1 Top 10 doesn't need to run them unless they are running with assists for this season, they won't need to run one. So there's probably going to be room for a couple nights, I would say. So there might be a few guys that can run both. Honestly, like, we gotta get as many guys as we can out on track. So priority will go to anybody who hasn't run. But if we have empty seats and people are bored, absolutely we can send a few extra guys out there for fun. So
okay, cool. Thanks.
All right. No problem. That's it, guys. Have a good night.